Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing very well indeed. Yesterday was a big day for Manchester City's women's team. The day started off with the announcement that 9 Manchester City players had been included in the Lionesses squad. Soon to be followed by the news that Lucy Bronze had re-signed for the Blues. That made 10 players in the squad. In the evening, we had the news that Lauren Hemp had won the PFA's Young Player of the Year award. And I joked as it rolled past midnight here in France, I joked that I was knackered. I'd done loads of videos, spoken to loads of people, and I joked that Alex Greenwood, I needed a rest, and I said basically, Alex Greenwood, don't sign today. But we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, and that's what I'm here to talk about, guys. Alex Greenwood is a Blue. Now, that's another really exciting transfer deal by Manchester City. Alex Greenwood is a Champions League winner, although she only came on in injury time in the final this year playing for Lyon. She's a Champions League winner. She won the league in France, and I think she won the cup as well in France. So it sounds like pretty much a clean sweep for Alex Greenwood. I think she won another trophy as well, a trophy of champions. So it's pretty much a clean sweep for her. So what are we getting in Alex Greenwood? We're getting an England international. She's 27 years old. She's signing on a 3-year contract, and forgive me for saying it like this, but she's been around a bit. She's played for several teams. It's quite interesting. She's played for, she came through Everton, even though she's a Liverpool fan. She came through Everton, went to Notts County. I think Everton were relegated, and she wanted to keep her international spot, so she moved to Notts County for a season, I think. Then she went to Liverpool for probably a couple of years. Then to Manchester United. Wow, that's a move and a half from Liverpool to Man United. And then to Lyon for 1 season, and now she's here at the Academy Stadium. 27 years old, that's all. And in keeping with the women's game, the women's teams play far fewer games than the men's. I think Alex has played in the league only 111 games in a career that's already 10 or 11 years old. I think she started with Everton in 2009, I think. Only 111 games, so she's not got too many, let's say, miles under the belt. She's still young. She's still probably got a long career ahead of her. I think a lot of, from what I'm noticing, a lot of women players are come through very young, and they do have long careers. Especially now that it's a professional game, especially now that the money is enough, basically, so people can have a professional career out of it. You can train full time. You don't have to have a second job. I think we were talking about, was it Lucy Bronze yesterday, having a second job? I think she was working for Domino's Pizzas. So the players these days, they can focus on training. They can focus on the right diet. They can not worry about having to have a second job. So it makes a huge difference. The modern game now, as I said, all professional and all that. On a time away, Greenwood commented, "I've learnt so much about myself over the past 15 months by living away from home and in a different culture and environment, but it's given me so much time to develop both personally and as a player." She also spoke about obviously signing for Manchester City, and she said, "Now is the time for a new challenge. Having experienced such a successful campaign last season, when you get that taste for a winning mentality, it's addictive, and I just want to continue that with City." Now, she's a left back, and so she obviously an England international as well. So she'll be competing she's already competing on the international stage with Demi Stokes, who's our current left back at City, and so she'll also be competing at City with Demi Stokes. And she's looking at that as a rivalry, as obviously it's going to be, because only one of them can play or start a game. But she's also looking at that, I think, as each of them pushing themselves to the next level. And I saw one of the interviews she'd done, I think that was on the official website or somewhere earlier on today, where she's talking about, basically they'll push each other to a new levels, and every time they're competing for England, they're pushing themselves to new levels. And the bottom line is that the team have got to win. That's the thing. You're playing for the team. Not obviously you want to play for yourself as well, but the main focus has to be that team environment. It's going to be really interesting. The draw for the Conti Cup was made, and it's a group stage. It's a group, and 4 teams in that group: Man City, Man United, Liverpool and Everton. And if there are fans there, it could be conceivable that she's booed at every single ground she goes to in the Conti Cup. I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's too nice a person, and I think that most of the fans, if they are there, if the fans are allowed at games, they will have the respect for her, because she's chasing a dream. You know, she's moved around a little bit, as I said, but she's chasing a dream to win trophies, win the ultimate trophy, the Champions League. And you know, the only thing that I think is better than that for her would be winning the World Cup with England. So it's fantastic. And you know, City have now got 5 wonderful players this summer. It's quite incredible to think you've got Lucy Bronze, one of the, if not the best, or one of the best right backs in world football, England international. Chloe Kelly, we've seen her already play a couple of games against Chelsea and against Villa, and so exciting. Really looking forward to see her play this season. We've got Sam Mewis, the American international. We've got Rose Lavelle, another American international, and now we've got Alex Greenwood. So it's going to be, guys, it's going to be a fantastic season. I can't see it being anything else. Our strength in depth is incredible. You know, we brought 5 players who are going to be either straight away into our first team or fighting for places in our first team. And that's, as I said earlier, it's going to push the quality. It's going to push people to reach new levels, because you know, for argument's sake, if Alex comes in and takes Demi's spot, then Demi's going to really knuckle down to try and win her place back, and it's going to happen all over the pitch. And I just think that healthy competition, 2 top players for every position, is what we need to take our next step, to try and win the FA Women's Super League, and to try and go a little bit further and possibly even win the Women's Champions League. Guys, if you are new to our channel, it would be fantastic if you could support us simply by subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. See you around, Blues.